the savannah, calling you.
Hey, good afternoon, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Chacha Limited. Guys, today I am in Blacksburg, Virginia. I'm coming live to you here in Blacksburg, Virginia, guys. We are here for Memorial Day weekend. I'm about to walk into my friend's house here. We're here for the Memorial Day weekend. It's a beautiful, beautiful Saturday, and so we're here to have some amazing time with friends and family. We got the kiddos in the background playing here. They're enjoying some soccer. But anyway, guys, those are the kiddos playing there. So I'm here in Blacksburg, Virginia. Let me take you inside so we can see what's happening here with my Kenyan friends. Oops, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Pole. Okay. Libo, niaje? Salimia watu.
Hello.
Hello.
Sisi ndio tuko.
Hii ndio mko.
Yeah.
Mapishi ni yapi?
Mapishi ni hawa.
Aha.
Kuna wapishi wengi hapa leo.
Okay, mapishi wengi. Okay.
Brisket. Brisket.
Na hapo unapika sukuma?
Napika sukuma hapa.
Okay.
Yeah. Yaani sukuma wiki.
Sukuma wiki?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Na wewe ulikuwa unapika mandazi ama ni chapo?
Ni chapo tulikuwa tunamalizana nazo.
Chapo. So guys, I'm here at my friend's house here in Blacksburg. Just taking you on a tour of this amazing house. This is definitely very beautiful. This just gives me those beautiful vibes of being home in Kenya. And definitely, as you can see, I'm going down the basement. So this design of this beautiful house is one that I can definitely see myself. I would like to import this type of house style to Kenya. In Kenya, we typically don't have basements of houses, but we're now in the basement. We have this beautiful unfinished basement. Usually it's called an unfinished basement because, as you can see, the roof, it's kind of open. But so my friend Jacob here managed to convert this into a theater. So this is a theater that he's converted here in this basement to be a lounge to hang out. So later we are probably going to be sitting here enjoying food. And what he actually did, so this is a concrete floor. No, I'm sorry, a concrete wall. This is a concrete wall. So what he did is that this wall, he painted it black, and then with a white projected piece of area here. As you can see, he has a mini refrigerator here for refreshments. And over here, he put a projector. Let me show you guys. So he has a projector here that obviously he can project. So this is a projector that he built in, and there is a speaker that he put on the wall, and you can see the wire running all the way to all the way to that display button. So it's kind of like a home theater system. As you can see, he has a little library here representing Kenya and America as well. As you can definitely see a beautiful library here. This is my dude here, my best friend here, Jacob. Maasai culture, and definitely representing Kenya here. So you can definitely see this is a piece of a home that he's managed to build here in the U.S. And this right here is the outdoor to this beautiful space here, which is an underground basement. So this leads to the outside, as you can see. So that was dark out there, but you can see this is beautiful. So I'm here in this slanted land over here, and this is the interior. I'm sorry, this is the exterior of this house, as you can definitely see. So you can walk all the way from the outside, come all the way to the basement, and since this is a slanted area, you can easily put a basement, and this here is a back porch or a deck. And you can see these houses here are also fenced in a way, but this is one of the new developments here in Christiansburg. And as you can see, this is a forest over here, and these houses are probably no more than maybe, I want to say, the last 5 years that this was all like a wooded area, like a forest, like here, as you can see, and it's been converted into a housing development that is beautiful with this beautiful houses here. So we're gonna be grilling up here in a few, but I wanted to take you guys on this walk out here, as you can see, and then so you can see this is definitely beautiful grass area. And you got the kiddos over there, and that Jacob is our host over there. So it's definitely beautiful. So I wanted to take you guys on this tour before we get into Kenyan party vibes here. So if you're brand new here, thank you for joining me. This is the deck I'm talking about. So if you're brand new here, thank you for joining me on my channel. Guys, I'm a small content creator here in Virginia, USA, bridging my Kenyan connection with my American lifestyle. So today we're going to be definitely doing a little bit of connecting with my Kenyan brethren, grilling some meat, having some Kenyan food, celebrating, and definitely enjoying home away from home. So yeah, this is a beautiful house here. Beautiful flowers. And we got some Kenyans here already. Salimieni watu. Sasa. Hapo vipi?
Salama sana.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So we have Mr. Barnabas hapa. No, Mr. Paul. Okay. So yeah, so mimi ni YouTuber. So yeah. So I'm saying hi. We'll come back and talk, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. Kufungua grill. So hiyo shughuli tupo.
Yes. Yes.
Salimia watu.
Hello everyone. Tuko hapa kwa cookout ya summer cookout. Now we are going to have a lot of people, Kenyans.
So we're gonna expect a lot of people.
Yeah, about at least 30 plus families.
Wow, 30 plus families.
Yeah. Trying to bring people together to enjoy the beautiful weather, enjoy the summer.
Okay.
Yeah, and play, like the kids are playing soccer, playing cornhole. Yeah, we're about to put that thing down here. Right,
we gotta put cornhole.
Yes, sir.
So you want to take take care of that?
Yes, I want you to take care. You're the man. You're the man.
Watu Shimondogo.
Yes. Yeah.
Sawa.
Yeah.
Okay. So boss, nakusaidia kuweka nini?
Umefanya hivi? Unataka tuchome nyama moja mwenyewe.
Unaweza kuchoma nyama pamoja. So hiyo kono huu unataka kuweka wapi?
Hapa hivi. Kama hapa. Mahali tu sana za cheza tu.
Unacheza? Sawa.
Boards kwa hapa. Na board is somewhere one of the boxes here.
Okay.
Actually, let me look for it.
All right. So let me pause here so I don't get copyright.
Should be like right over here and on that side over.
Well, we don't want to be in other people's yard, so we have to. Boss. Hey, boss.
Oh my goodness!
You gotta watch what you're doing, right? So guys, I'm setting up a game called Cornhole. This is one of fun games that we usually play with our friends here in Virginia. So let me set this up and I'll explain here in a second. Hey boys.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna set up this cornhole board. Are you okay?
He's having an emotional crackdown.
An emotional crackdown?
I'm a good goalie.
We're looking for the bags. We're looking for them. Tusafishe grill kwanza.
Chacha mwenyewe.
Sama bora. Unakumbuka last time tukichapa content? Kwa
nakumbuka.
Kwangu. So tumekuja Christian but kuchapa content tena. By the way, umegraduate? Or did you finish your masters?
I graduated last year.
Oh, last year.
Yeah,
So you got PhD. Yeah, you guys are very, very dedicated with masomo bana. Umekuwa dedicated sana.
Yeah, tunajaribu kuona venye
Maisha itakuwa. Boss, do you need to clean that?
Nah, is this good? Or is this
Easy utatoa uchafu.
Oops. Something went wrong here.
So guys, we're cleaning the grill right now so that we can start to grill some goat. So that's what we're doing.
Oh, he's like,
So I actually came with the goat from Harrisonburg here. This is 20 pounds of goat that we're going to be grilling. So the only difference here is that it's super expensive to buy meat and to host. So the 20 pounds that I came with were roughly around $140. And $140, that's about, let me see what the exchange rate is right now. It is around 137. $1 is 137 Kenya shillings. So let me see, 140. I'm using calculating by 137. So so it's close to 20,000 Kenya shillings. So it's pretty pricey. Whereas in Kenya you can easily get a goat with about 7,000 to 8,000 Kenya shillings. So which is around $80. So this is pretty pricey, but this is what we have to contend with. Well, I'm telling the guys of how expensive it is just to, food versus in Kenya, where a whole goat costs about roughly $80, and here we just bought 20.
whole goat in Kenya? Oh yeah.
In my In my village, a goat, like I go to the auction market, to the goat auction market in Barbera, in Kenya, with 7,000 or US or 8,000 Kenya shillings. You're gonna get a a small, not super tiny, but like a mature goat, depending on the season though. Like right now you can. Christmas time, of course, it's gonna be 10,000 going up to 15,000 depending on what time and what day.
Yeah, squeeze the US season, inflation change in Kenya.
Yeah.
Even the price of livestock has gone up. I was talking to my father the other day. But a mbuzi, you can get out some mbuzi in less than 20,000. 20,000 Kenya shillings.
Yeah.
We left with like 5,000, 6,000.
Oh yeah.
Goats are very expensive.
Yeah.
So,
But the irony is, this is not even half a goat.
Yeah.
this is
50 pounds is $350.
$350.
50 pounds, it was $7 a pound.
$7 a pound. So
It's ridiculous.
it's pretty pricey, but this is we're definitely defying that, and just life in America is very expensive. But we're definitely trying to get together with our Kenyan friends and grill some meat. So we're getting the grill set up here, and we're going to be showing you more adventures and conversing. So let me know from whatever side of the world that you're watching from. If you're an immigrant who moved to a different country and you living life, what is the cost of living? What are the food prices like? So everything here is super pricey. Sometimes when you're buying something here, you kind of compare like what would that cost in terms of an investment back home, and sometimes that's how we kind of ground ourselves a little bit. So we're going to be putting the meat on the grill here. So this is a goat that we came with. Mr. Were,
Yeah.
are you going to be helping to grill up?
Yeah, I'm going to.
Are you okay? Because today
help
I'm
out.
taking off. Today I'm going to take off my hat and sit back and let other people do the work.
Okay.
But if you need help, I can help.
Yeah, sure. So
Yeah.
just waiting to see how things are going to turn out. But it's not a lot. So
No, this is very
Yeah.
small.
So it doesn't
it's very
require a
small.
lot of
It doesn't
hands.
lot of work.
hands,
Okay. Yeah. So by the way, you umesubscribe kwa channel yangu? Kitambo sana.
Yeah,
So
Kitambo.
you
I did the very first time.
Okay.
The very first time you started, you can even check.
when we were hosting my house.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
And when you even came to
Isaiah's.
you remember the international, the Harrisonburg international
festival.
event, the festival.
Yes, the festival that I did, yeah.
So
what do you think of my channel so far?
Well, I think you are headed in the right direction because I really love your content.
Okay.
Because it gives a lot of information about life in America, and of course also focusing on
Our Kenyan heritage.
Kenyans, you know, so that's very important.
I'm always curious to know, like, from fellow Kenyans, like, what do you think of this my content that I'm doing? Because, of course, we're immigrants here. We were not born here. We came here, like, went to school, but then we are staying here, living here. So it's always different versus someone who's living in Kenya, and, like, what their perspective is on this type of content that we're doing. Because it's not like we're privileged. We're just exploring. You know, we came from nothing, and now we're building something. And doing something.
Salama. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Karibu. Karibuni.
Ipo cool. Yeah, no, hata hiyo yote tuna grill.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is.
Where do you want me to put it?
So we need a small table.
Funny table imeenda. Put a table here.
We can find it. Kwa ekelea tu hapo.
Sekele hapo.
Leta nikushikie
Hapo chini. Kuna zitebo za kwenye basement, unachukua moja.
So una season zote hivi
Yeah,
hapa
alafu,
ndani
I just wanna check if it's just easy way ya kunini.
ya kunini.
Yeah.
kuna table na
kuna-
unahitaji nilete
Kuna table iko kule kwa basement.
kwa basement.
Yeah. Chukua table moja ndogo leta hapa hivi.
Where is the basement?
Tuende nitakuonyesha.
It's over here.
Yeah, uko chini. I have this idea of importing this type of house style to Kenya, of having a basement.
Yeah,
This we can take this one.
it requires
A little planning.
yeah, not even a little,
Yeah, a lot.
because I've come to realize I'm not a scientist, but
Yeah.
I have a little knowledge, especially like the kind of like the termites that we have here
Yeah.
and the ones that we have in Kenya, totally different.
Right.
But the idea of having like a basement, it would be a brilliant idea.
I've thought
A
about
lot of
that.
houses there don't
It's just the design.
hardly find.
Yeah, the design of the house.
Yeah.
I'm super impressed, and I'm thinking like, when I'm, like my goal is when I get to a point where I want to have a home back home, I definitely want to import this style back home.
Okay.
Yeah. So
But also I think drainage should be like one of the factors.
For
Very good drainage, yes.
for good drainage.
Yeah.
Okay, where should we put that table? Maybe hapo. Tuwekelea hapo hivi.
Utafunga zaidi.
Songesha hapo. Sije tukachoma. Okay.
Actually, nenda kwa nyumba. Kwa nyumba kwa ni address position. But there are so few.
Oh
They
yeah.
can't pass enough policy to change how things comparative.
Uchaguzi uliopita hakupita hata mmoja wa Chadema.
Hata mmoja.
Walifanya njama kidogo. Wao kupita hata.
Lakini walifanya sema kuiba kura sio? Kuhakikisha wasipite.
Alright guys, so we're talking politics here and grilling. These are hamburgers. Kumbe wewe Mtanzania kabisa?
Na mimi Tanzania.
Kutoka wapi Tanzania?
Natokea Bunda, Mara.
Bunda. Aha.
Basi yeye na waega.
Waega namfahamu. Si ulikuwa hapa alafu ukarudi? Alafu tena umerudi tena?
Ndiyo.
Karibu tena.
Asante sana.
Yeah, so mimi siku hizi nimekuwa mwana YouTuber. Ninachapa content kidogo kidogo.
Sawa sawa. Unatumia jina gani YouTube?
Natumia ndio inajiita Chacha Limited.
Chacha Limited.
Chacha Unlimited, lakini Unlimited ni imekuwa spelled as UNLMTD. Acha nikuonyeshe katika simu. Uone sasa, mimi naomba usaidizi wa kuwa na subscribers ndio ni nenepe ama unasema ku grow ni kwa Kiswahili wasema kuwa sio Kiswahili sanifu. Ku grow sio kumea ni mimea ni plants. Lakini hii ndio mtandao wangu.
Sawa.
Chacha Limited.
Chacha Limited.
Yeah. So waweza kaingia kwa simu yako sasa hivi uangalie, alafu subscribe. Alafu pia naomba usaidizi wa kusambaza ujumbe katika Wakenya wenzetu ili niweze kwa Tanzania, wana Afrika wote katika Afrika Mashariki, Afrika hapa na pia Marekani ndio tuanze kugrow. Lakini content yangu yenye nafanya sasa hivi ni kujumuisha maisha ya hapa kama Mkenya ambaye anaishi Marekani, hata kama wewe kama Mtanzania umehamia hapa Marekani na nini na vitu kama hizo.
Sawa.
Kama sasa hivi tuko hapa what is the difference of our life in US and our life in Kenya, and how do we connect our culture with what we're going through, what we're doing. So yeah. So kama if you don't mind ni record kuuliza. So kama wewe kutoka Mtanzania, nini kilichokuleta hapa? What brought you from Tanzania to Kenya to America? School?
Yeah, sure.
School. So far unaonaje maisha? How do you see life?
Shapa
Kupoa. Ni opportunities. Ukipata ni opportunities unajitengenezea na vitu kama hizo. Yeah.
Shapa ni ya kupambana.
Ya kupambana ni kama tu pale nyumbani, hakuna tofauti. Lakini hapa nafikiri opportunities ziko nyingi. Na pia nafikiri wakati mwingi tunakuwa limited kwa sababu ya makaratasi. Ya uwezo kuwa na makaratasi.
That's the only difference.
That's the only difference. Resources.
How can I resources? No opportunities.
No opportunities.
Na hiyo ndio the big difference. Yeah. Yeah, tuna back. Yeah.
Lakini pia the system at least you are guaranteed, sio kama ile corruption ya nyumbani sana.
Yeah, because system in our work. Yeah, you can see everywhere. Yeah, when you're driving.
The roads, you go to a grocery store, kila kitu iko nini. So yeah, so I think that's the difference. So yeah. So anyway, guys, I was just Wega and I were talking in Swahili and also talking in English. So really, now I don't want to put him on the spot. I know a lot of people are very shy about appearing on camera, but we were just talking about the differences of what life looks like in America versus Kenya. One of the biggest differences is that the system here at least tends to work somewhat of the time. Forget about the political climate, what's going on with the current presidency. Overall, it's a much systematic way that is more organized, that opportunities are available if you. So guys, as I was saying, my camera ran out of space and I had to delete some old stuff so I can keep recording. So the difference is access to opportunities and actually having a system that works. At least, although America is not perfect, it's also corrupt and there's so many systems in place that don't always work. It is a more fair system than in most of our African countries. I love Africa. I love Kenya. The goal is for us to invest back home and make up more opportunities for ourselves and for our fellow Kenyans, our fellow communities, so that our communities can thrive. Our goal is not to, my goal at least is not to get old, retire in here, because that's not my vision. My vision is for, to work, earn a living, and have investments can allow us to go back and build a paradise back home and stuff like that. Sasa hivi habari ya kushinda?
Niko salama.
Naitwa nani?
Naitwa John.
John, naitwa Chacha. Na? Chacha.
Naitwa Evans.
Evans. Karibu Evans.
I'm Odis.
Odis. Okay.
Hujaweka nyama bado? Mimi najua niko na content zangu pia.
Uko na content pia? Haya, introduce pia.
Waiga.
Na lugha gani?
Kama unataka kama chochote.
Naitwa Dibo.
Watu wote ambao wamefika. Sasa Chacha, nimesahau jina lako. Jeff. Sisi tumekutana?
Yes,
Tumekutana, yeah. Acha nisalimie huyu dada pia.
Chama wamepita hapa.
Waiga. Sasa? Are you waitwa?
My name is Kyuzo.
Kyuzo. Okay, so you're not Kenyan. No, you're not. Okay, well, welcome.
She's a little bit of Swahili.
Oh, so she understands just a little bit. Okay.
Right?
The basic. Kidogo. My apologies. So go ahead, Dibo.
Naitwa Dibo. Mimi ndio mama wa nyumba. Ndio tunapanga sherehe kidogo. Celebrate long weekend. Ya Memorial Weekend.
Memorial Weekend, yeah.
Yeah, so ndio tuna enjoy, tunachoma na watu ndio wanafika. Ndio tuna enjoy pole. Tunachoma nyama.
Yeah, asante kwa kutukaribisha.
Karibuni sana.
Yeah. Na uko YouTube wewe?
Sifangi YouTube. Bado. Niko tu
IG.
Hizo zingine Instagram.
Facebook.
Instagram, Facebook. Hizo ndio niko.
Tutakupatia tu shout out kama unakuja YouTube.
Kabisa.
Okay. All right. Okay. Anyways, so guys, that was Dibo. So guys, that was Dibo. She's the host of the house, welcoming us to Christianburg for this Memorial Day weekend. But definitely, as you can definitely see, the party has started. We have Kenyans gathering here and other Africans. So this is definitely going to be a memorable Memorial Day weekend here in small town USA. As we get together, we get to enjoy our brethren's company with good food, good company. So just as I was sharing, it's all about the opportunities that you make for yourself, whether back home or whether here. Nothing is given to you. So for me, YouTube is not my full-time vocation. YouTube is something that I started as for fun, but also being inspired by local YouTubers from my home village in Nyabuhansi, Kenya. If you know Mr. Mara, I am Mara. He's one of the biggest inspirations that has inspired me and so many other content creators to start telling stories about Africa, about our life experiences here. So for me, I'm not showing you the negative, the struggles, and all those things. I'm showing you of majority of Kenyans and a hybrid lifestyle of Kenyans that have come here, struggled, but are making their way. Here in Christianburg, this is a beautiful, beautiful community here. As you can see, if you watch the beginning of this video, you're gonna see, as I mentioned, this is a new development. So down there, let me actually zoom in using my phone to show you guys. Hold on. So as you can see, those beautiful, 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 beautiful houses. This is a new housing development. These are mostly private homes. As you can see, we have construction trucks right over here that are still clearing this land here. As you can see, I don't have shoes on, so I wish I'm probably gonna get shoes and walk down there and get another view. But as you can see, all this development, all those are houses, people's houses that people own. And as you can see farther down the distance, like those further down the distance, like that's a farm right over there. That's that's a farm right there. So it's beautiful, definitely. But anyways, yeah, so as I was saying, this is a beautiful, beautiful development here in Christianburg, Virginia. This is also a college town. We are near Virginia Tech. It's a university. So majority of my friends who are here, and also other Kenyans and other Africans who we see here, we're going to see here today, these are all people that grew up in Africa, grew up in Kenya, but then migrated to the US to go to school. They got opportunities either through a scholarship or either through, maybe being blessed to have opportunities to come and live and study in America. So most of our friends, the guys and ladies that came from nothing in Kenya, I've known these people, most of them. Jacob, who's hosting us, he has an amazing, amazing story. He's from the Maasai community in Kenya. And he has a really, really cool story that he used to see this, Americans going to his Maasai village in Kajiado, Kenya. And he used to work with them, like going on safaris and things of that nature. And he got connection through that, and he applied and got a scholarship to come and study in the U.S. He's a Maasai, and then came to the U.S., did his bachelor's, did his undergrad, master's degrees, and now he's working here and has a family here. Majority of the Kenyans that you see in my videos that you usually meet and stuff like that, and you get to see are people that are self-made. These are not people that came from affluent families and communities. They're all people that have struggled, went to college from nothing, have built, life here. And also, it doesn't always, it's not always sunny and rosy on the side. We also have our friends who, unfortunately are undocumented, that came to this country without having a legal documented paper, because there's nobody who is illegal. I don't believe in anybody that's illegal. With the current political system in America, there's no one that is illegal. Just the fact that you're undocumented does not make you an illegal or a criminal. People are coming from to this country because of opportunities and things of that nature. So that is the beautiful thing here. So these are inspiring. Myself, my story is not that different. And I'm sure most of you who have been following me, you're always wondering, like I'm showing you maybe beautiful life, videos about your life and things of that nature. But guys, at the heart of it, I grew up in a small village in Kenya. Let me switch the camera here. It's kind of hard holding my phone. I want to make sure that you guys can really see me. Hold on a second. Yeah, so as I was saying, guys, I grew up in a small village in Kenya. I grew up on a farm. My grandfather was a farmer. We grew up in Kuria, Kenya. So from the village life to moving to a town in the city, and then after there we came to America. So I didn't come to America living a luxurious life. We came to America having nothing. But that is a different story that maybe I'll do a live stream and just share my whole life with you guys to really connect with you. So we're still small, we're still growing, and I have been kind of reluctant. Some of the personal details about my life I don't usually share. But I want you guys to understand that I'm not just showing you affluence. I'm not just showing you people having a good time. I'm not just showing you people eating, laughing because I'm saying, look at us. We're rich. We're successful. No, I am not I'm not a full-time content creator. I work Monday through Friday. I work. I have a job. I drive about an hour away from the city of Harrisonburg to go to a city called Charlottesville, Virginia, that I usually work, and I have to commute back home. But in between those times, I find time to create content. So I don't consistently post 5 days a week. I post maybe 1 or 2 videos a week if I get the time. But all of these videos that I post are showing you, but it's never been about bragging that I live in America, that this is what I'm doing. No, it's about trying to show my life, and I'm looking for those stories that are amazing, that I can connect, but I also want to share and connect with you guys. So this is me kind of having a little bit of a reflection to just share that all these people that you're going to see here in this video, we're celebrating, we're enjoying each other. This is the community that we have built, as you see from the title of this video. This is the community that we have built because most of us came here by our own, and then we found someone from an African country, someone from maybe a nearby village. So most of us come from different ethnic tribes and groups in Kenya. We have guys here, I believe, from Zambia. We have just talking to Awega, who's from Tanzania, and most of the other folks are from Kenya, and we all hail from different places. So it's not like we knew each other before we came to America. We met here, but we have built a community. We have become friends, and we fellowship and cherish each other. Because guys, when you set goals for yourself, your success and your ambitions are going to be driven by the people that are surrounding you, the people that push you to do bigger things and to be successful in life. So that is typical. I'm going to move away from that car coming. I think this is also another Kenyan gentleman here. Actually, this is going to be amazing. This gentleman here, I'm going to introduce you guys to him. His name is Dick. He actually just graduated with a PhD degree, so he's a doctor. So when I tell you, people come to this country to build opportunities and to make opportunities. Nothing is given to anybody for free. So yeah, so that's what I was kind of sharing here, going on a tandem, that most of us came here to go to school, and then we were lucky we were able to get a job, or we were able to get documented status to be able to build a life here in America. So this is what we're showing you, celebration of the hard work. The majority of the Kenyans and Africans that you see here have achieved. So we are celebrating the successes by these little victories of getting together, having a meal and enjoying each other's company. So yeah, that's just me talking about it, but I took a moment away from the folks that are in the house and whatnot. But I'm gonna get Dixon here in a few. He's still in the vehicle. I was hoping that he's just gonna walk over and I can introduce him, so we'll get to do that here in a few. But so let me get back in the house and see what else is going on, and we're gonna continue this vlog. So if you're brand new here, welcome to Chacha Limited. Kindly consider subscribing. To my returning subscribers, thank you guys. I appreciate your support. Let's keep growing, telling stories that are amazing and whatnot.
She can come to where I am and not with someone and say, you divorce someone in Kenya, they're the enemy. He said, you don't like to live, we are friends.
I'm curious about that conversation. I was hearing in Kenya when you divorced.
Yeah.
I want to huh?
Are you recording?
No. Alafu uonekane kwa kamera vizuri Nataka watu wajue kwamba Kenyans we are not playing. Hatufanyi mchezo. Okay.
Ndio hata nilikuwa naongea na yeye sasa. Hata ngoni yake alishangaa. Kenyans in Virginia can organize.
Kenyans in Virginia can organize. So Dr. Tieno, nataka nikusalimia kwa kamera. Officially. Daktari
Safi.
Daktari Otieno. Mambo. So this is Dixon.
Yes.
And you just graduated from Virginia Tech.
Yes.
With your doctorate in?
Yes. I have graduated with my doctorate in agricultural and extension education, and it's been such a vibe. It's been such a great opportunity that we've had here, because here we just talking about African excellence, Kenyan excellence,
African excellence and Kenyan excellence.
Yes.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
So you inspire us that we don't have doctorates yet.
Oh, you'll get there. It's one step at a time.
One step at a time.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, but how is it? So how long has it taken you? Because the first time I met you was here at Jacob's house, and you had just arrived in America.
Yes.
Which was
in 2021.
2021.
Yes.
And you were at the time when you were doing masters, or you're doing?
No. I just came straight to start my PhD here in 2021
at Virginia Tech.
Yes, I've done that for close to slightly over 4 years now. Yes, so it's been such a great time, and we are kind of looking forward to what comes next.
So what advice would you have for any Kenyan who is striving or any African wanting to come to America and go to school, try to get a master's or to try to get a PhD? What advice would you have for them?
I mean, there are always opportunities that we can explore. The most important thing is that we make connections and we make friends. We expand our network and seek these opportunities. Always talk to those who have come here and engage us, just like other countries in Africa, like Ghana and Nigerians are engaging, and they are the majority in programs here. So I feel like the East African folks could also do better.
So good. So for me, I just wanted to acknowledge, because you inspire us to also work and strive hard. And also this story that I'm doing today, it's about African excellence.
Yes.
That we came from nothing, but when you believe in your dreams and you have a dream, nothing can stop you. It's a mentality that we can achieve anything that we put our mind to. So today's video is all about that celebration with our Kenyan brethren, our African brethren here, cherishing and appreciating everything. And I wanted to just put that and for you to speak for yourself, so folks know that.
Absolutely, it means a lot to make the best of the connections that we have, not forgetting our culture, and also not forgetting that the rich background that we have.
Exactly.
We could come and even in this new world that we're living in now,
and build a community here.
So I'm grateful to you and to Jacob and to the rest of the folks who have put all this together, because I feel like we are creating a very strong community here.
Exactly. So Dixon, thank you, congratulations.
Thank you, asante sana.
So mtakutafuta
and
kushow channel. Nimekuwa YouTuber kabisa. So the goal is for us to grow, tell our stories about, because we don't want other people to tell our stories. So we're changing that narrative and telling stories about our experiences here.
Absolutely. So congratulations are coming through, not by word of mouth, by M-Pesa.
Kolo kuja. Let me actually introduce pia. Salimia watu. Ngoja. So this is brother Kolo.
Hey.
Collins.
Hey, Saseni. This is Collins. Manzera tuko hapa hivi.
Give me 2 seconds and I'll come, big boy.
Sherehe kidogo hapa na pale. Lakini tuko poa, tunawagotea sana.
Kabisa. So you live here in Christiansburg?
Yeah, I live here in Christiansburg. 6 years now.
6 years now?
Yeah.
Okay. So what brought you to Christiansburg?
Well, we came here into Christiansburg as a family. My wife is a nurse. She works in one of the hospitals here. So we had to move here as a family.
Okay. Yeah. And how do you think life is?
Life is good.
Where's your
No, ako sawa, tutaendelea. Tutajopo waria. No, I'm coming. Guys, excuse me, I'm eating some mandazi.
Mandazi.
So, introduce yourself.
I'm Paul Lagina.
Paul Lagina.
Yeah, from Lynchburg. But today we are right here in Christiansburg.
Yeah.
Where we paid a visit to a fellow Kenyan by the name of Jacob.
By the name of Jacob.
Yes. It is a pleasure meeting you, Chacha.
Karibu.
Yeah, Kenya tunakutana mbali. Yeah, we appreciate that.
So where are you from Kenya?
Oh, in Kenya I come from Lakeside, Omera.
Omera kabisa. Wapi pale Kisumu City ama wapi pale?
No, I come from Yala.
Okay.
Yala in Siaya County.
Oh, it's Siaya.
Yeah.
Okay. So, karibu na Homa Bay ama near Homa Bay or where?
Yala is just close to Luanda in Maseno.
Oh.
Yeah. Yala is that on that borders Kakamega. If you look at the map of Siaya County, from the lake goes all the way to Yala. Across the river, you now get to Kakamega County.
So a funny story is when I was in primary school in Kenya, I wanted to go to Maseno Secondary.
Okay.
I wanted to go to Maseno Secondary, but I did not get into Maseno. I did not get into Maseno, but Maseno was one of my. I wanted to
your
go.
Dream school.
Was one of my dream school. My national school. It was Maseno, Nairobi University, Nairobi Secondary. And Kakamega. Kakamega High. Those were some of the schools that I wanted to. My dream schools I wanted to.
Okay.
Which school did you go to?
I went to St. Mary's School, Liala.
The
Saints.
Okay.
Yes.
St. Mary's School,
the Saints.
Yeah. So I'm curious.
St. Mary's is known for rugby.
It's not for rugby.
It has produced some of the most prolific rugby players in Kenya.
Like
playing for Shujaa team, Eden Agero, St. Mary's Yala, among many others, Agumba, St. Mary's Yala.
So I'll be honest, I haven't followed rugby in a while, so some of those names don't just pop off my from my territory. But it seems like you're keeping up with.
Yeah, I'm pretty new in this country. I'm more Kenyan. Maybe blood group K, maybe blood group Kenya, but maybe blood group K. Wherever I go, maybe bado ni Mkenya halisi.
So sasa hata sisi kama tumekuwa Marekani muda mrefu, we've been in America for a long time, but I feel like I'm Kenyan. I feel like Kenyan. So the interesting thing is when I'm here, Americans tell me that I have a strong African accent. When I go back home in Kenya,
they tell you Kenyans
say I have a strong American accent. So I wonder which is which.
From the look of things, you've lost identity.
But that's the thing.
So
this channel specifically is all about me connecting with my Kenyan culture while I'm living in America. So I don't. But it's always interesting to hear Kenyans, feel like, oh, you're American. I'm like, I'm not American. I'm Kenyan. And I go back home because it took me a long time before my legal documents were right before I could go back home. And once I was able to go back home, now it's really about working hard, saving money, and being able to visit my family, because home is home. This is just a temporary stop.
But I understand you've been here for quite a long time, and having spent almost half of your time in Kenya and half of your time in the US, then it justifies you acquiring both accents. That is, being half American and half Kenyan, making a lot of sense. Yeah, for some of us, we are relatively new.
So
US.
what brought you to Lynchburg?
I'm a student in Lynchburg.
Lynchburg University?
At the University of Liberty University.
Liberty University.
Yeah, the Flames.
The Flames.
Yeah.
So you guys are very strong with representing whichever...
Your brand.
Your
mascot.
Your mascot, whatever you got.
Exactly.
Kabisa.
Yeah, Liberty University is a Christian university. Yeah, located in Lynchburg City.
So I'm curious about your story. I was just, before this segment, I was explaining to the audience, the majority of the people that we're going to see here in this video are all Kenyans and Africans that came from Kenya to either to go to school, and now you're building a life. We are associating with other Kenyans, other Africans, and making life. So for you, since your brand, how long have you been in US so far?
I'm actually pretty new. I could be probably the newest visitor around here.
Like a year
because I came in January 1st of this year.
Of 2025?
2025.
Wow.
That's when I landed.
So we are in May.
I'm basically 5 years old.
5 months old.
Not 5 years, but 5 months. You're right.
5 months old.
5 months old.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, miezi mitano tu.
Miezi mitano peke yake. So that is incredible.
Yeah.
So since you're fresh off the boat and you're new here, so I want to hear your perspective. What do you think so far? Because when we were kids, we believed that America is the land of milk and honey, and that this is where all the opportunities are. Like I remember as a kid, it's like even people say, "Oh, you're going to America," or "You're going to school in America," and also people associating that if in America you are loaded with money, that money is falling off the trees. So relatives want you to send them kitu kidogo here and there every single week, every single month, but they don't understand that we are also struggling just the same way that life is. So what's your perspective so far?
What I can tell anybody watching Church's channel is that number one, the reality of the matter is America is the land of the free and home of the brave. Land of the free, home of the brave. Wherever you are, if you want to give it a try, come study in the US, that's great. Come pay a visit as a tourist, that's great. Whichever way. But then it comes with a lot of challenges.
Yes.
In Swahili we say, ukienda kutafuta honey ama asali. Saa zingine kabla kupata asali, utajitia najisi. It comes with challenges.
So
in
English is sometimes when you go to hunt for honey, sometimes you're gonna get stung, or
you get stung and get a lot of hurdles before actually getting the real honey.
Yeah, and because the bees are very fierce and they're gonna protect the honey.
Precisely.
So it's the same mentality with working and trying to get where
and
you want
also
to be.
trying to look for a bearing when over here. The reality is that there's some cultural shock, and there are a lot of things that once you land over here, you'll miss home.
Exactly.
East West home is best, I can tell you. The other bit of it is the life in America is more individualistic.
That is
in
the
Kenya,
thing.
it's more
communalism. I tell these people, like in Kenya, I remember when in Kenya we grew up, I remember one of the most interesting conversations I have with Americans is that when we say it takes a village to raise a child, that is true. Because I remember when we grew up in a village, if you messed up in school, you did not listen, or something happened in school, before you even got to your home, your mom to beat you, or mom to whip you, your aunt, your neighbor knew, and they would have already chastised you.
That's true.
And here it's like I even have, for us to be here, we have to say almost make an appointment.
You have to.
We have to call and coordinate and say, hey, we're gonna do this. And sometimes people.
And guys are not actually from the neighborhood. There are guys here who have come like over 100 miles away to come and join these other Kenyans over in the US. And therefore, it's more individualistic kind of society. That's what I can say, because there's a lot of individual rights. Unlike in Kenya, whereby we tend to do things as a community
together. That I don't need an excuse to come and visit you. I can just show up.
You can pop in anytime,
and it's okay.
Here there are laws, for example, trespass, and many others that you have to adhere to. But that's what again makes it great to some extent. Because you find that each and every individual's right is protected. Therefore, you can't just walk and violate any person's right.
You cannot do that.
And today at Jacob's place.
Speaking of Jacob, here he is.
He is Jacob, another son of the soil.
Another son of the soil.
From Kenya.
I was actually, so today's video is all about how we came from nothing, from Africa, and we have built something here, and explaining our stories and our culture and how we are here. So this is this video here. So you're hosting us, so thank you for having us.
It's my pleasure. I like to host. Bringing community together is an important thing. It's an important thing for us as a community. Particularly for us as Kenyan living in the diaspora. We always try to encourage that. Bringing people together, especially in such a long weekend like this. It's Memorial Weekend. For some friends who are not able to work today, they can come here and fellowship with us and enjoy a great time with friends. We work in this country so much that people sometimes forget that it's important to create time.
To create community. And we always say that this for us is like therapy. This is like therapy because you have a very, very busy life. A lifestyle. You're working 40 hours a week, 80 hours a week, depending on what you do. But this is the time that we come together, socialize. We feel like we're home away from home.
Absolutely. Let me put a tent here.
Jacob has made home away from home. And what is not told you is that he's also done some bit of hospitality. That is We're enjoying some mandazis here. Kenyan
Mandazi, chapati, we have
na kuna kaugali pia.
We have ugali,
na sisi
sukuma wiki.
tunapenda ugali na sukuma wiki.
We love,
those are some of the things we do miss sometimes.
So we do miss.
Yeah, but at least when we get together, we share memories of where we come from, the land that we belong to, home away from home.
Home away from home, and the same sentiment and mentality that Jacob has. I also love to be able to host people, bring people together, because like you see, I'm from Harrisonburg, you're from Lynchburg, so other people from somewhere else,
from Roanoke, Whitville,
and but we're all here, and we're all just building that community of our fellowship with each other, because here we believe in that community aspect from our African background and things like that.
Yeah, actually, I subscribe to the African philosophy of Ubuntu.
Ubuntu, yes.
Ubuntu
exactly.
means I am because we are.
I am
because we are.
Yep.
And that's why we continuously come together. And Jacob has just, brought us together here, sharing the spirit of Ubuntu.
Hold this and talk. Let me help
Home away from home.
Yeah.
Let
me help Jacob.
Thank you.
You can even
that's Jacob and the Chacha trying to put up a tent.
Are you making new friends?
Yeah, over here.
You want a Red Bull?
Yeah, Jacob hails from Kajiado, and he's brought another small Kajiado in Christiansville. No. Thank you. Utaona venye utafanya.
Yes, sawa.
See?
Tumekuwa asante sana.